Welcome everyone to tonight's game between your Marywood North champions, Rib Lake Redsmen, and the Marywood South co-champions, your Marathon Red Raiders. Records coming into tonight's game. Our Marathon is 7-1 in conference. They shared the Marywood South conference title with Stratford, 17-2 overall. Rib Lake comes in at 9-1. They shared the Marywood North with Abby Colby, and their overall record is 13-5. So another good matchup for both teams, taking on each other's conference championships to the north and south. The reason Rib Lake has a few more conference games is because in the Marywood South, Wausau Newman dropped out of the conference for baseball only, and they didn't field a team. So that left the Marywood South kind of scrambling for a few more games to make up for that one loss. Again, we'd like to thank Zaleski Sports for allowing this game to be put on the air, and all the proud sponsors that are helping you view this game on Zaleski Sports. Some of the sponsors are Brickner Motors of Little Chicago, A&H Machine, the Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant, Marathon City Sports Center, Marathon Flooring, Marathon Cheese, the Copper Mug, Access Insurance, and Underwood's Construction. This is by far the best night of baseball we've had all spring. 80 degrees, a little haze from the wildfires out west. Looks like another summer of that. And everyone's in shorts and T-shirts. So it's a nice game, nice warm game to actually enjoy instead of freezing and rain and the wind and everything like that. So on the mound for Marywood would be the number one pitcher, Tyler Underwood. And this is a really big game because next week the seedings come out. The seedings will take place May 12th through the 15th for both teams. Rib Lake is probably in a nicer sectional with really only one team, Edgar, kind of giving them the vote for the number one seed. Marathon's sectional is stinking loaded. The latest rankings, Bonduel, number 6, 15-3. Marywood, number 7, 17-2. Stratford, number 10, 14-3. Number 9, Wittenberg-Burnwood, 15-3. Any wins you can get, boy, it's going to help for the seating meetings, and they're face-to-face next week at a site to be determined. Okay, here we go. Starting off for Rib Lake, Talon Tower, the pitcher, is a leadoff hitter for the Rib Lake Redmen. Again, Tyler Underwood, pitcher, his battery mate behind the plate, Truthers, the sophomore. And here we go. And Tyler starts out 1-0. Rib Lake most recent game, they got beat by Stratford. It was 0-0 entering the seventh inning. Stratford pushed across 7 runs in the top of the 7th to beat the Redmen 7-0. Stratford and Marathon split during the year. Early this year, there we go, 2-1. Early this year, the first game of the year, Rib Lake beat Marathon for one of its 2 losses, 5-3 the first game of the year. And it's been a long way since both things. Marathon's got a lot better since then. Falls behind, 3-1. Tyler Wood, very consistent pitcher. Not a big breaking ball pitcher, but always around the plate. Pop up into center field he goes, and Talon Tower leads off with a single. First hit of the game for the Rib Lake Redmen. Trying to advance them now, Andrew Woody. Nice thing about these smaller towns, the Rib Lakes, the Marathons, they have names that are family names in town names. The Woodies, the Towers, the Quidnows, the names you always hear in these small towns. And a lot of these athletics, small towns, those are the athletes. So, guy in first. Didn't offer. Andrew Woody, the third baseman. Squares the bunt, looking to sacrifice him to second. Evan DeBruce sneaking in on third. He pulls it back, and it's a foul ball. Nice aggressive call by Coach Iverson of Rib Lake. Draw him in with a sacrifice. Runner goes, and he pulls back and swings away. Then against the third base, and you just hope when he doesn't swing away, it's a line drive right at you. Grant Warden, the 6'10" first baseman. 1-1. Throw down to second. Just got underneath it. That was a nice throw. The throw was there in time, but it got a little high, and Kale had to jump for it, and he couldn't come back down in time. Hightower, underneath the slide, underneath the tag, advances to second with a stolen base. 1-2 the count.
Now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Andrew Wood. So runner in scoring position, nobody out for Ribley. Hightower takes his lead off second. Setting at the chest is Underwood. Peeks back at the runner twice. Now kicks, deals. Down low, smothered nicely by 2/3.
Again, as you're watching and seeing this game, you can always watch the second baseman and shortstop sneaking behind the runner to give that hand signal to let the pitcher know I'm going back to cover.
Deck circle for Ribley. Again, putting down the fingers and setting the target is third. 2 looks back again by Underwood. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and that's
There we go. What a first out. Woody goes down on a strikeout.
Number 12, Jackson Shoot.
First strikeout for Underwood. You always talk about smells and sounds of the game. Right now, if you're at the game here, the number one thing you smell is hot hamburgers, hot dogs, and bratwurst.
That was Jackson Shoot, but on my roster, this is Jackson Blom. To get that cleared away. Number 12.
Up now, Jason Shoot, the shortstop.
Misses outside for ball 1.
Hightower, the leadoff hitter, advanced to second on a stolen base.
11 runs batted in, no home runs. No score, top half of inning number 1. Runner takes his lead off second. Wide open stance from the right-handed batter's box. Underwood again, peeks back at the runner. Kicks, deals. Fall back, and the count evens up at 1-1.
One thing Tyler likes to do, he likes to take his time before he comes to plate just to freeze the runner and hold him a little bit closer to second.
Up 2 spots from a week ago. You keep going up when you win games, and that's what Marathon has done. They have won 11 straight games. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the kick and the pitch.
Little high.
Up and out of the strike zone.
2-1.
And that is ball 2. Pretty decent hitters count now for Jackson Blomberg. 2 balls and 1 strike. Taking a pretty good lead at second base is Hightower. Leaning in, getting that sign is Tyler Underwood. The senior. Looks back twice. Kicks, fires. There's a hit ball to left.
Drive in the left field. Cody Radke gets it in. A little bit late. And I've just been informed we were given the wrong information on this. And it's Jackson Blomberg, the shortstop. Jackson Blomberg delivers that single to left field. We were given the wrong lineup, name in the lineup that time. So Jackson Blomberg is the shortstop. We apologize for that. Did not know. We only write down what we get. Now at bat, the catcher, Ethan Cook. Jackson Blomberg on first. Hightower scored on the single. 1-0, Rib Lake.
Now steps up. Took a couple of looks at the runner.
The usual bleacher creatures for Marathon are out in the back of their trucks.
He has stolen 11 bags on the season. Pitch is low outside. Snake nicely by 2/3. Ball 1.
We yell at them, you know you're a redneck if. And we got the bleacher creatures out there.
That have double digits in terms of stolen bases.
1-0. Underwood behind in the count.
Again,
Ethan Cook.
digits. Setting the target is 2/3. Tyler Underwood. Tempo slows down with runners on base. Pretty good lead at first. Here's the pitch.
Balls are back.
Another
Runner was going.
by Rib Lake. Right on that pitch was Cook. Falling straight back to the screen. It's driving back to the bag at first is Jackson Blomberg. Ball and a strike on Ethan.
Again, currently, Marathon with a 17-2 record, ranked 7th in the latest Wiz Sports baseball poll.
White hands for Rib Lake.
And that's voted on by the coaches every Monday or Tuesday. They have to turn in their rankings to Wiz Sports.
The chest is Underwood. One pitch. Misses low and outside and backhanded by thirds. And the count goes to 2-1. Early on, 3 of the first 4 batters, Underwood has fallen behind. And that's led to some good hitter situations. And so far, a couple of base knocks by Scheithauer and Blomberg, taking advantage of hitters' counts. Again, leading off first, Blomberg. There goes the runner. Swinging
High pitch. He's got him if he's there.
And
Got him. Nice throw by Drew Thirds. Nails Blomberg for the second out. That was really a close play. The ball did beat him there.
second out of the inning.
Tagged him a little high, but he got him out. Got the call.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And that was a hit and run. Swinging the bat was Cook. Swinging right through that pitch.
Goes down as 2-4 for the out. Second out of the inning.
Underwood
2-2.
out of this frame with no further damage. 2-2. Swing and a
There we go.
victory.
Cook goes down on strikes, second strikeout of the inning, and after a half inning to play here at Marathon High School, it's Rib Redmond 1, and then the home team Marathon coming back. We'll be back after these commercials on Zaleski Sports.
Axis Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Axis Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees.
They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity to
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
Chuck Hoffel back here on a beautiful baseball night. Temperature in the upper 70s here at Marathon High School. Where the visiting Rib Redmond from the Marywood North are taking on the home team, your Marathon Red Raiders. Rib Lake was able to push a run across in the top of the first. Scheithauer led off with a single, and he stole second. Blomberg with another single knocked him in. Tyler Underwood with 2 strikeouts that inning. Leading off for Marathon will be Tyler Underwood, the pitcher. We look at rankings for Division 4, and right now, currently, Division 4, Rib Lake is ranked 12th, and an upcoming opponent for Marathon, which would be next week, I believe, or the following week, it's Pittsfield. Pittsfield's the number 2 ranked team in the state D4, so some quality opponents for Marathon. A little low.
Inside from Calvin Scheithauer for ball 1. Tyler Underwood this season swinging the bat exceptionally well. 426 batting average, 13 runs batted in.
2-0. Tyler takes head of the count.
Misses away for ball 2. Working quickly is Scheithauer. There's a chopper at the plate. Strike 1. Outfield D for the Rib Lake squad is Donovan Sutherland in left. Dominic Quednow in center. Seth Porkart in right. Give you the infield D in just a moment. 2 balls and 1 strike on Underwood. Here's the pitch. Drops a little bit low. That's ball 3. Andrew Woody at third base. Jackson Blomberg at short. Tyler Makita
3-1.
Brady Heiser at first. Ethan Cook is the catcher. 3-1 pitch.
And he walks him.
That's ball 4.
Tyler Underwood draws a base on balls.
Batting for Marathon, number 7, Cooper.
It's always nice to get that leadoff hitter on because it puts so much pressure on the pitcher. That's what happened last top of the first is Scheithauer got in on as a leadoff, and he brought him around to score. Let's see if we do the same thing for Underwood.
1.93 earned run average on the season. Right hand.
Hooks him up.
Sets, kicks, deals.
Drills it down the third base line, past the third baseman, into left field.
Second base is Underwood.
Cooper starts off the game for himself with a single. He advances Underwood to second. No
Batting for
outs.
the Red Raiders, number 6.
Cooper's really been batting well since he came back from that injury early in the year. He's really focused. Also very nice defensive center fielder. True thirds.
Has really picked it up. He's been
One of the top catchers in the area.
379 batting average, 1 home run, and 18 RBI. Lefty
Checks the runner.
slightly open stance, hands up. Runners off second and first. Pitch is going outside. Knocked down by Cook. Ball 1.
Same thing here. If the pitcher wants to go to a base, especially a right-hander, he's got to take his back foot. He's got to step off the rubber before he can throw.
Shutout. Fire. Misses again. Outside on a fastball.
So especially for those right-handers, you're watching
Out to a dangerous hitter. 2 balls.
to most bases except for third. You're watching their back foot to see if they're coming at you.
And the righty working very quickly. Looks in, has the sign, has the target. 2-0.
True thirds, a pop fly. Could be in the gap. It is in the gap. Off the fence, a 315 sign. Around the score. Oh, they held up Underwood. Oh, and a run down. Here comes Cooper. He got caught in Underwood. And, oh, we got luck there. And True Thirds alertly goes to second base on the single. They didn't know if he was going to catch it. And the ball dropped right at the 315 sign in the power alley. They had to hold up. Coach Warren held Tyler coming around third.
Marathon, number 2, K.O. Quaintance.
Cooper gets thrown out. One of those combination ones. 7-6-5 for the first out. True Thirds alertly goes to second base on the play. Well, let's see Kale. Kale had a big double last home game.
Quintons, 383 batting average.
Kale is starting second baseman, a sophomore.
Runners on second and third, swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-1. Underwood at third.
Hightower, very impressive pitcher.
Working out of the windup, Hightower, 1-1.
Kale down the third base line off the glove. Oh, he caught it. Wow. It went off his glove. He reached up in his hand, and he caught it with his open hand. Nice play by the third baseman for Rib Lake. Andrew Woody did it. Wow, that was a nice play. There's a highlight play for you. Give Tyler Underwood a lot of credit, not being caught off third base.
And all of a sudden, you got second and third and 2 outs. And Grant Warren coming to the plate.
Courtesy running for Marathon, number 8, Ian Shuda.
Shuda will come out and be the courtesy runner, and also
Grant Warren is given a free pass.
So a walk to Warren will load the
Free pass to first base.
Now batting for Marathon, number 3,
So now we got
Blake Underwood.
bases loaded.
But boy, the Raiders have hit the ball hard. Everyone in this inning. Now the bases loaded 2 outs.
Blake Underwood coming to bat. Blake, the starting shortstop tonight.
Over the line. Kicks and deals.
Popped up behind us.
Base side out of play. Strike 1. 1-0 Rib Lake as we play the bottom half of inning number 1. The right-hander stares in. Right-handed hitter here's the pitch. Up and in. Diving out of the way was Blake Underwood. In the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Blake Underwood, 361 batting average, 21 RBI. He leads the team in RBI.
A little high.
And the pitch is up and out of the zone. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Blake Underwood, 21 RBI, number 1 on the team, 1 more than Grant Warren. 2-1. Inside, and in fact, it was behind the hitter.
Good thing Blake is at
One of those pitches where you just instinctively
pretty flexible. All comes from his wrestling background.
always think, maybe should have took 1.
Finished second at state this year.
Balls and a strike. Up and in, and that ball forward, that will force it.
And Blake takes one for the team. Draws a walk. That brings in Tyler Underwood
1-1.
for the first run of the game. Ties it up at 1.
Number 20.
Grant advances to second. Bases are still loaded, and there's only 1 out. Coach Iverson
In RBI.
plotting a little strategy out there.
And now there's a meeting on the mound.
He's going through the mechanics, trying to show him where his arm is or isn't. Looks like he's teaching him, telling him your follow-through is off. Your release point.
Tomorrow we have more high school athletics.
If you look at his throwing, is it going down past his thigh? Is it out to the side?
Phillips. I'll be at Sunnyvale Softball Complex tomorrow afternoon. 4:30.
Now batting, Evan Abreu,
Newman hosting
Now batting for
the third
Marathon,
baseman.
number 22, Evan DeBrew.
main loaded.
Here we go. 1-1.
As Evan DeBrew, number 7 hitter and third baseman, will step to the plate for Marathon. Still out of the windup with the bases loaded. Scheidauer, here's the pitch. Just a
Well, that was close.
Lynched by the home plate umpire, but the arm does not go up, and that's ball 1.
Rib Lake coach is asking, where was that one? Good question.
Open stance. 1-0 pitch. Misses up and away, and that's ball 2. 2-0 on Evan DeBrew.
Scheidauer might be a little rattled.
Again, working
Has given up 3 walks this inning.
right now, not good control. 2-0. Misses up high. And that's
And make it number 4.
Oh, it hit him apparently. It grazed. It grazed
Oh.
through because that was not. That was only the
Oh,
first
it
pitch of the at-bat. The
Did
umpire
not know that it grazed him.
grazed the
Hit by
helmet of
pitch.
the batter.
No one knew that except
An RBI on the hit back.
the home plate umpire.
Up next for Marathon.
And that brings
number
home another
17,
run.
Cody Radke.
Grant Warren goes to third. Blake goes to second. Evan DeBrew goes to first. Cody Radke right back up the middle. Blomberg gets short in time for the second, please. And Cody Radke is retired for the 3rd out of the inning, but not after Marathon pushes across 2 runs in the bottom of the first to take a 2-1 lead, and we'll be back after the next announcement on Zaleski Sports.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Chuck Wiffle back here at Marathon, assisted by the great Ray on the board here, the computer smart one. So we'd also like to thank Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Fine breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all under one roof at Marathon's favorite Mexican spot, the Three Amigos. And did you say a Friday fish fry? That's Three Amigos on Maritech Avenue in Marathon. And leading off the top of the second for the Redmen of Rib Lake, Dominic Quidno, the center fielder for Rib Lake Redmen.
Top half of inning number 2.
Right now, Marathon with 2 hits, Rib Lake with 1. Marathon pitchers 2 strikeouts, none for Rib Lake. Rib Lake 3 walks.
First pitch, fastball.
Tyler zeroes in.
Strike 1 from Red Raider right-hander Tyler.
Top of second inning. Nice night for baseball. Nice and warm. Getting outside. This will be a nice week. Get outside and enjoy.
0-1. Swing.
Way behind. Tyler strikes out. Starts out 0-2.
Dominic Quidno, and it's 0-2.
You know, it's a lot of these good coaches, when you get 2 strikes, are informing their hitters to choke up on the bat. It'll shorten your swing. Better chance of making contact. Whoa.
Hit the target. That was a good 0-2.
Whoa.
Third, I think set up just off the plate.
Now the fans are on. If it wasn't the coach, the fans.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
They're just questioning him, being polite.
Again, working out of the stretch in all circumstances is Underwood. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside, taken for ball 2.
2-2.
Inside pitch. And again, this year I've been noticing so many of these players, they are not backing away. They're more than willing to take a shot in the front leg. And in that case, it was not far enough inside, but Quidno did nothing to really back away. 2-2. Strike 3.
Got him.
Taking a little off
There we go.
That's his third
Strikeout for Tyler, his 3rd one of the game, and Quidno goes down for the first out.
The plate for the Redmen.
The first baseman, Brody Heiser.
Up next for Red Lake will be their number 6 hitter, the first baseman, Brady Heiser. 286 batting average. He has 1 home run, has driven in 12. Fastball right in there on the outer portion.
Whoa. I think the home plate ump is kind of really squeezing tonight. There's no such thing as painting the outside corners. It's got to be right down the pipe.
Like an idiot, but man, oh man, that was instinctive. And there's a pitch.
There's a low one. Evens it up at 1-1. And we'd like to thank Brickner Motors of Little Chicago, Brickner Chrysler Dodge Ram and Jeep. When you need a new vehicle, let their family take care of yours on Little Chicago's northeast side. Thank you, Brickner Motors, for your sponsorship. And all the sponsors
All right, we'll move forward.
who allow this game to be viewed over Zaleski Sports.
Underwood sets, kicks, deals.
Popped up,
High ball. Center,
middle of the infield. Blake Underwood, the shortstop, calls it, and there's out number 2.
and that is out number 2.
Blake flies out to the shortstop. Second out. Seth Borkhardt, the right fielder, now at bat.
Ready for the Redmen, right fielder number 15, Seth Borkhardt.
That's to the second base side of the bag at second base.
Usually that's the shortstop's call. He's coming in. He's got the charge of all that.
The number 7 hitter and right fielder for Red Lake.
Squares the bunt foul.
Ball it back to the screen for strike 1.
If you have a chance, visit Marshfield Dairy Fest, May 31st to June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend Memorial Day to help celebrate the farmers.
Making a quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second is Tyler Underwood.
Tyler Underwood's been getting ahead of the batters lately, unlike the first inning where he
Then the first. There's a fastball that drops a little bit low, evens things up at 1-1.
looks like he's being very consistent, not giving him that low strike. Neither pitcher.
True Thirst takes a peek to the first base dugout, gets the report, looks at his wristband, now gives the sign and the target to his pitcher Underwood. There's a ground ball.
Ground ball to second baseman. Kale gloves it, throws it, and there we go. Seth Borkhardt grounds out 4-3 for the third out on the top of the second inning, where it's still 2-1 in favor of your Marathon Red Raiders. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Bring the whole family out to Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant tonight and enjoy a menu filled with freshly made authentic Mexican options. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a great selection to keep you coming back again and again. Dine in for a fun Mexican restaurant experience or order for takeout or even delivery. There's Taco Tuesday, Friday Fish Fry, and a great lineup of cold drink options and so much more. It's all under one roof at Marathon's favorite Mexican restaurant, Three Amigos on Maratech Avenue.
Chuck Oval back here in Marathon, where the Marathon Red Raiders have taken a 2-1 lead over the visiting Rib Lake Redmen from the Marywood North. Now batting for Marathon, Derek Vesley, the right fielder, goes after a high one, falls behind 0-1. Derek, the right fielder, leading off the second. Grounds her to third. On the bounce, the throw. In time. For the first out of the inning, Vesley's retired. Now go back to the top of the order. Tyler Underwood, who drew a base on balls in the first inning.
Tyler walked and scored the first Marathon run in the first.
1 out, bottom of second.
He's having a terrific season. You have to think that
Equipment fixer-upper here by the catcher.
he'll be definitely first team. He's just been doing it all in terms of his hitting, his pitching, his defense. Pitches low and outside, taking for ball 1. He had such a fantastic game offensively at shortstop in that victory over Auburndale, that big win over Auburndale last week.
That's a poke into center field. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. And Tyler Underwood with a single. Marathon's third hit of the game. Cooper Huxama, the center fielder. Hooper got tagged out in a rundown in the second inning. in the first inning, I'm sorry.
His first time up, he is 1 for 1.
Cooper with one of the hits so far. Single last inning.
Multiple sports during their high school careers. Coming down the stretch of their outstanding high school careers.
Cooper gloves it in time for one, and they're not going to get the second one. Cooper on the fielder's choice.
A batter for Marathon, number 6, True Thurs.
Underwood goes down.
I've seen a lot of this here, both in terms of baseball and softball. Too many of these second basemen are firing with no chance to get the double.
For the second out. 2 outs of the inning. True Thurs singled his first time up in the first. 2 down.
Who's running and whether or not you have a chance, especially after a double clutch, which we saw that time from Tyler Matita. The pitch to True Thurs misses for ball 1.
Blomberg, the shortstop for Rib Lake, very fluid player. Multi-sport athlete at Rib Lake.
Pitch is low and outside for ball 2. True Thurs ripped one into deep right center field the first time around. It one hopped off the fence, but Underwood was holding at second.
Thurs ahead in the count. 2-0.
Stayed, hucks him up, rounded second, did not realize Underwood was staying, then he got thrown out in a rundown. But it is 1 for 1 for Thurs.
Thurs down the first base line. Foul ball. Hard to see from here. Down the line.
2 balls and a strike.
Cooper gets the lead at first. Being checked.
Talk about those seniors, but Marathon has some younger players very good as well.
Hit the dead center. Well hit, but played. And makes the play. So, flies out to center fielder for the third out. That's the third out. So after 2 complete, it's still your Marathon Red Raiders 2 and the visiting Rib Lake Redmen 1. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors in Little Chicago, we'll help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it and the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles and competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Chuck Oval back here in Marathon with Ray at the controls, and Marathon entering the top of the third has still maintained a 2-1 lead over Rib Lake. Tyler Underwood at the plate. On the mound, starting the third inning. Busy week this week for the Marathon Red Raiders. After tonight, they play tomorrow. They have this is the last home game, regular season for Marathon, the last home regular season. They have Spencer on Tuesday, Abby Colby on Thursday. Then next week, on Monday, they go to Pittsfield, the number 2 ranked team, D4. Rhinelander on Tuesday. And I believe they rescheduled Marshall Columbus for the following Thursday. Busy, busy weeks for Marathon baseball.
Out of the stretch. Underwood kicks, fires. And there's a swing and a
Over to first base dugout.
strike 1.
Tyler Mataika, the second baseman.
You joined us late.
Again, we always apologize if we slaughter names. No pronunciation guide. Rounder, second baseman. Quaint bowls it, stays focused, and recovers. Nice job by Kale. That's just a good job in defense by Kale. Kale bobbled it. He's kept the ball in front of him, and that was the key. Didn't panic. Had time to throw him out. 1 out.
It was such an easy ground ball right to the Marathon second baseman. It just popped off the mitt, but not far enough away where Matika could take advantage of it. Now the number 9 hitter, Donovan Sutherland, will step in.
Donovan Sutherland, the left fielder, first at bat today. Way behind on that one.
On that fastball, threw it right past the right-handed hitter for strike one. Tall right-handed batter, straight away stance. Ready to go is Underwood. Kicks and deals. Blowing inside on a fastball.
Evens it up at 1.
Mentioned earlier that Marathon is ranked number 7 in the state in Division 3 this week. We'll try to give you the entire
Again, the rankings, they have the seating meetings. May 12th to the 15th for D2, D3, and D4. The rankings come out a little bit late. I'm sorry, the seating meetings come out a little bit later for D1. So we should know by, hopefully, next Monday, who's going to be the number 1 seed in the tough sectional that Marathon is in. 2-2. Sutherland keeping it alive.
State game against Kenosha St. Joe's in baseball a number of years back, and then that state semifinal just a few months back in Madison this past winter. 2-2.
There you go. And down goes Sutherland via the strikeout route. 4th strikeout for Underwood. Now go back to the top of the order. Dallin Scheitower, the pitcher. Singled and scored in the first inning. Scheitower started the game with 3 walks in the first inning. Has settled down since. Tyler's, you can see a little frustration. Oh, man. Well, as a pitcher, that's where you got to be tough. You're not getting the call. Complaining ain't going to change it. Hit to center. Cooper going in, ranging to his right, and makes the play. Cooper Hooksma retires Scheitower for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 2.5, it's still Marathon 2 and Rib Lake 1. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees.
They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity.
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
Chuck Wiffle back here in Marathon, where Marathon still maintains a 2-1 lead coming into the bottom of the 3rd inning. The throw down from the catcher. They get 5 throws in between innings, and leading off for your Marathon Red Raiders will be Cale Quaintance, lined out hard to the 3rd baseman in the 2nd inning. Cale, state wrestling qualifier this year. Inside. Right now, Rib Lake only has 1 hit. Marathon, 3. Underwood with 4 strikeouts. Scheitower with none. Scheitower with 3 walks so far. That pitch wasn't there an inning ago. Maybe he's loosening up. Blue is loosening up the strike zone. Sometimes you wonder if the pitcher doesn't want these guys to get a little too comfortable, and he says, I'm going to back you off the plate a little bit. There's that low pitch. He hasn't given that all night. At least he's consistent on that. And Kale draws a walk to lead off the third inning. Fourth walk of the game by Hightower. Grant Warren intentionally put on the first. Intentional walk. Quainton's at first. No outs. Here in the bottom of third.
Drops in the dirt. Blocked behind the dish by Ethan Cook. Quintons leads on first base. 2-1. All the scoring came in the first inning. 1 in the top of the frame for the Rib Lake squad. 2 in the
Grant
bottom half of the inning for Merritt.
gives the pitcher a big strike zone.
Pitch is going away. Now goes to 2-0.
2-0 to Grant.
Hitters count now for Grant Warren.
I'm sure all these seniors are marathon. They want school to get done quick, but they'd like their baseball season to last as long as possible. Gets away. Quainton's going down to second. There's going to be no throw. And that's a pass ball on that one. Hightower maybe back to a little bit of wildness as he had in the first inning.
Now trouble in the third. 3-0.
Ooh. Now we're getting that call. Again, that leadoff hitter getting on is so important. The pitcher has to worry about the runner.
3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing.
Grant a little late on that one. Makes it full.
Taking a half step out of the box, resetting is Grant Warren. Now back in. He's ready. Hightower's payoff pitch.
Drilled on the third base line. Bud hooking foul. Grant staying alive, battling the next pitch.
A little out front on a couple of cuts on this at bat. It's been Grant Warren.
That was a pitcher full count.
A little bit tighter to the strike zone and then ready.
Let's see what he comes through with here.
3 balls and 2
Grant chokes up on the bat.
Hightower peeks at the runner at second. Long look. Now he's ready. And the pitch.
Inside. There we go. Grant draws another walk.
Back-to-back walks to start off the marathon.
The 5th walk for Hightower.
Next at the plate for the Red Raiders, number 3, Blake.
Getting base runner it's on. And Coach Iverson's calling a timeout here.
For the leading RBI player, Blake Underwood.
Getting a little talk in here. Why are you doing that? Hey, we're going to thank Marathon Cheese. Marathon Cheese is made up of family employees. Founded in the heart of Wisconsin local dairyland. It's the people who work at Marathon Cheese who bring such passion and commitment to make Marathon Cheese so special. For a next career move, consider joining the Marathon Cheese family and apply at marathonmcheese.com. And since you're trying to build a lead here, we'll go right into building and find that we'd like to thank Underwood Construction for a custom-built home. You want to work with the best, and Underwood Construction right here in Marathon is the perfect place to turn for your next home building experience. Look for Underwood Construction right here in Marathon. So Marathon putting guys on base, guys on first and second, courtesy of 2 walks in a row given by Hightower, his 5th ones of the game. Now coming to bat, Blake Underwood. Blake drew a walk in the first inning. No official at bats. Blake pops it up, short right field, the second baseman going back. Called off by the right fielder as he should be. Or the first out.
Batting for Marathon number 22,
And that's-
Evan DeBrew.
That's good fundamental baseball. The second baseman's going out, the right fielder's coming in. That is his call. He called him off. The second baseman peeled away, get out of his way. Hightower does manage to get his first out. Now, Evan DeBrew, hit by pitch. The first inning. Hit by pitch again. Evan DeBrew, the human hit by pitch machine. You know what? And that's just smart. Then what you're seeing too, you get hit enough on that elbow, pretty soon you watch guys coming out with an elbow pad. Puts another runner on, loads the bases for the Red Raiders. Cody Ratke now at bat. Cody grounded out to the shortstop. This time hit the center field. Doesn't quite drop. Tagging. Scale Quaintons. Here comes the play. He's going to make it. He jumps over the tag. He's safe. Nice job by Cale Quaintons that time. Cale comes in full speed. The throw is up the line a little bit, and Cale was able to kind of jump hurdle, dive, whatever you want to call it, across. But it's one out.
Number 28,
Cody
Derek
Recky
Vesely.
gets a sacrifice fly on that one.
Second out of the inning. Runners on first and second now for Derek Vesely.
Grant still in second, didn't advance. Evan still in second, but Quainton scored.
Here's the pitch. Inside, it was behind the batter. Again, really some
Hightower struggling.
talent Scheidauer during the course of the early part of this game.
To quote Major League and the infamous Bob Uecker, just a bit inside.
1-0. Low and
Bounces
outside.
that one.
Smothered by Ethan Cook behind the plate. And the count goes to
I don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen
if you're Scheidauer,
for Rib Lake.
to walk the number 9 hitter. You got a very dangerous Tyler Underwood in the on-deck circle. 2-0. Pours that
Yes, he
one
takes a strike. Basically grounded out to the third baseman in the second inning.
2 balls and 1 strike. Still a good hitter's count for Derek Vesely. Rounded out his first time up. Runners take their lead. Scheidauer pitches.
Inside.
Inside corner, and that's ball 3.
You can see if Hightower's been, missing not by much, but he's been all over. He's been bouncing them in. He's been inside, above the head.
Scheidauer 2 looks back, deals. There's a line
Right down to third base. Oh, nice shot by Vesely. Vesely lines out to the third baseman that time. He was right on that one. Can't complain about that one, but it's the third out in the inning. But Marathon does scratch across another one here in the bottom of the third inning to increase their lead to 3-1. And we'll be back on Zaleski Sports after hearing from these sponsors.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Chuck Wiffle back here at Marathon, where Marathon has pushed another run across in the bottom of the third to take a 3-1 lead over the Marywood North co-champions, Rib Lake Redmond. They shared the Marathon Marywood North conference title with Abby Colby. And we'd like to also thank Access Insurance for all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs. There's always a local agent you can look at Access Insurance. Have a friend in your corner to customize the coverage you need. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency, their business revolves around you. And again, you always like to thank and support the local sponsors. They make all local sports that you can see and hear possible. So always thank the locals. So Andrew Woody, he's had a busy night at third base. He's hit 2 screaming line drives at him. One he bobbled and caught with his opposite hand. Then he retired Vesely on a screamer at his feet. So Tyler Underwood starts his 4th inning of work facing Woody. Woody, a strikeout victim the first inning. There, now we're getting that call. Sometimes you got to remind Mr. Blue behind the plate, where the strike is and where it isn't. Maybe he had dust in his eyes early on. Now he cleaned his eyes and he can see better for both teams. There it is. Tyler jumps out. 0-2.
A little bit control issues for the first 3-4 batters of this game, but since then Underwood has really bared in there and jumping ahead. Nothing to do. Underwood sets at the chest, kicks, deals. Down in the dirt, smothered.
Tried to make him chase a bad one. When you get ahead 0-2 in the count, you don't want to throw him anything good. Hopefully they'll chase it. Woody, the number 2 batter in Rib Lake's lineup. Third's nice job. Evens it up at 2s.
Andrew Woody, Jackson Blomberg, and Ethan Cook. 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Rib Lake batting order here in inning number 4. And pitch.
A little high with a curve.
3 in a row outside the zone. From
Pushes it full.
And the count runs full, 3 and 2. Came out there, painted the corners, the first 2 pitches, and now runs at 3 and 2. Underwood's payoff pitch. Swing!
Way behind, and he retires him for the second time. Second time, Woody goes down, the strikeout victim for the first out.
1 up and 1 down.
5th strikeout of the game. This time of year, most of your games that are being played are non-conference. Most teams have filled up their conference schedule, and they always leave some openings towards the end because of the rainouts or snowouts, especially here in central and northern Wisconsin. Popped up behind the first base dugout. And that's what Marathon done, has completed their, both Marywood North and South teams have completed their conference schedule. And now they're trying to fill all the games they can to get ready for tournaments with non-conference games. Tomorrow night, Marathon travels to Spencer to take on the Rockets.
Fastball misses up high, evens things up 1 and 1. This week we have games every
And then on Thursday, they take on Abby Colby. Thursday over at Abbotsford.
2024 school year.
Little low. You can tell when Tyler's getting frustrated. He snaps his head back around, throws the ball in his glove, probably swears under his breath.
2 balls and 1 strike on Jackson Blomberg. Big right-handed hit.
Popped up, out of play. 2 and 2. Blomberg had a single in the first inning. Was gunned out trying to steal by Thurs.
Open stance from the right-handed box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Underwood kicks, fires.
Popped up. Cody Ratke, left fielder, going back, still going back. Plenty of room, and makes it at the fence. And good job. Hopefully the bleacher creatures were back here and letting him know how much room he had. But Cody Ratke retires him. Long fly ball. So 2 down. That brings up Ethan Cook, the catcher.
2 outs, nobody on base for the cleanup man. Catcher Ethan Cook.
That's a hard one to judge. It's about 5-6 feet in front of the outfield fence. There's a little incline there. And as you're running back, it kind of screws up your steps when you feel it.
Look, but from the top of the hill by Underwood. 1 ball and no strikes. Thing about it is none of that helps. Setting again. Kicks and deeps.
Popped up behind the first base dugout, out of play. Well, if the kids are getting a lot of exercise chasing those foul balls tonight, bringing them back.
This one's been flying by pretty quickly. We're about halfway through.
1-1, 2 out.
Top of the 4th inning.
Top of 4.
3-1 Marathon. 1 ball, 1 strike. Underwood kicks, fires.
Ooh, froze him. Nice pitch.
Underwood is not happy. If that was not low, that was on the inside.
It's fun watching the mannerisms of the pitchers when they think they had a call go against them. See how they react.
And the pitch. Fastball up
And
high.
how they recover. Tyler goes to his hand, gets some grips. As long as he does it off the rubber, and he drives it off. Oh, that one was close. Tyler gives up his first walk of the game. Cook walks in the top of the 4th. Dominic Quidno, the center fielder, a strikeout victim in the second.
Running for the Redmen, number 16, Eden Stapleton.
We're located right behind home plate. And these pitches, I tell you, looking very, very good. That ends a streak of 9 consecutive batters retired by Tyler Underwood. So now Quid now will step in.
Hits one to right field. Vesely should have it. Goes back underneath it and makes the grab for the 3rd out. So Quidno flies out to Vesely. in the top of the fourth for the third inning. And Marathon maintains a 3-1 lead. Now coming to the bottom of the fourth inning to bat. So we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports. Back after these.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Bring the whole family out to Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant tonight and enjoy a menu filled with freshly made authentic Mexican options. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a great selection to keep you coming back again and again. Dine in for a fun Mexican restaurant experience or order for takeout or even delivery. There's Taco Tuesday, Friday Fish Fry, and a great lineup of cold drink options and so much more. It's all under one roof at Marathon's favorite Mexican restaurant, Three Amigos on Maratec Avenue.
Chuck Oval back here with Ray on the controls for the bottom of the fourth inning, where Tyler Underwood is going to lead off. Hey, we'd like to thank Marathon Sports Center. At Marathon City Sports Center, you'll always find great food, cold drinks, bowling leagues, and a great place for your next party or get-together. For the best in Marathon Diner or get-together, come to Marathon City Sports Center, South Highway 107 in Marathon on the Hill. So, Tyler Underwood.
Bottom half of inning number 4, Tyler
Underwood.
Leadoff man will start off the frame.
Started off with a walk and a single, 1-for-1 officially in the fourth.
Very quickly is Talon Scheidauer, and the 2 is the
Scheidauer likes to work quick, and I think if you're a defense in the field, ripped right in the gap. The center fielder comes over. Tyler Underwood with his second hit of the game. A walk in the second hit.
Next for Marathon, center fielder number 7.
Dominic Quidno, the center fielder, showed some good range, cutting the ball off in the gap. You don't see many left-handed center fielders. But if you're an athlete and you're a good player, it's not going to matter. Cooper, hooks him up coming up, fielder's choice, and had a single.
misses off the inside corner for ball 1.
So,
Bottom half of inning number 4, Marathon looking to extend their
Underwood gets the lead.
They have won 11 games in a row.
Cooper takes one deep to left field. Underneath it, though, for Rib Blake is the left fielder, Donovan Sutherland,
Next up for Marathon,
for the first out.
Truthers.
First out of the inning. Tyler stays at first. 1 out for Truthers. Truthers singled in the first and flew out to center field in the second.
Marathon 17-2 on the season, looking to avenge one of those losses. They go back and early equal 5-3 in Rib Lake. Pitch is on the outside.
Oh, no, they call the outside strike.
Left-handed batting sophomore taking a practice cut and will step back in. I think he's
0-1.
slow down the tempo here with Talon Scheidauer. Runner leads off. Scheidauer sets, kicks, fights. Ground ball.
Third grounds it to short. Blomberg under. Oh, he's safe. Yeah, Blomberg did a nice job of getting over there. He underhanded it, and he threw it a little too high that time. And for the benefit of Marathon, the second baseman, Tyler Mataika, couldn't handle it, drew him off the bag. So Truthers gets on with an error on the shortstop. First error of the game. Goes to Rib Lake. So Underwood goes to second. Cale Quaintance, the second baseman. Right back up the middle, off the mound. Blomberg bobbles it. Over to third. Oh, got him. Blomberg with his second error of the inning. Blomberg, a good athlete, just kind of bobbled it. Maybe he's still shaking from the last one. But now the bases are loaded for Big Grant. Grant with an intentional walk and another walk. No official at-bats. Strike. Still 3-1, 1 out, bottom of 4. A very well played baseball game by both teams so far. Walks and errors have hurt Rib Lake so far.
Here's the 0-1. Low and outside, smothered by the catcher, Ethan Cook. And the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Grant Warren has walked twice so far today. No official at bats. Fastball just off the outside corner.
2-1.
Count goes to 2-1.
You'll notice they're not holding any of the runners on. It doesn't pay to. No one's going to steal, so you play your regular position. Grant pops it up. Blomberg going out and makes the catch in short left field. So Grant flies out to the shortstop. Blomberg
Next for Marathon, number 3, Blake
makes the
Underwood.
play for the second out of the inning. Runners stay where they at. Blake Underwood with a walk, and he flew out to the right fielder in the third. So 2 outs now. Let's see if Marathon can scratch one across here and build on their lead. Inside.
Stays on all the time.
Ball 1.
Stays on all the time.
Out of the stretch is Scheidel. Kicks, deals. Misses low outside.
Here comes the throw. Tyler Underwood coming in underneath the throw and gets there in time. It's late. That was a wild pitch on that one. Underwood alertly comes in hard from third to give him the 4th run of the game, and alertly everyone else advances. 2/3 goes to third. Kale goes to second. So now it's 4-1. Very uncharacteristic play from Rib Lake. A couple pass balls, a wild pitch, 2 errors, 5 walks. Foul. And Marathon right now only has 3 base hits. Oh, I take that back. 4. 4 base hits. Puts runners on, and courtesy of 5 walks and 2 errors. They've had a lot of base runners on. Very shallow center field is Quidno. Down the third base line. Ball.
Outside the bag at third. For a moment, I thought that might hit the bag. That would have been a break for the Raiders, as there was Andrew Woody to make the pick.
2 down.
So now the count evens up 2-2. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base.
Shy Tower still in here.
Low stands from the right-handed batter's box. Scheidauer fires. There's a roller towards
To Blomberg. Bobbles, but he recovers. And it's late. 3rd error of the game. And True Thurs comes across to score. And E6, that's the 3rd error of the inning on Blomberg. He's having a tough game so far. 3 errors.
Now at the plate for Marathon, number 22, Evan DeBrew.
Blake on at first. Kale advances to third. And True Thurs come to score the 5th run of the game. Evan pops it up to the gap. Quindle comes over and makes the play for the 3rd out. But hey, courtesy of 3 errors on the Rib Lake Redmen, they've scratched across 2 more runs to take a 5-1 lead. And we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors in Little Chicago, we'll help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it and the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles and competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Chuck Wolfel back here with Ray on the controls to call the top of the fifth inning, where Marathon has scratched 2 runs across in the bottom of the fourth to take a 5-1 lead. And we like to always thank Marathon Flooring. Bring your home to the next level with a new floor, carpet, or upgrade from Marathon Flooring. Marathon Flooring, transforming your home from the ground up. And speaking from the ground up, we got the Copper Mug, Marathon's favorite place for holiday, festive, and local home decor is the Copper Mug. This local gem is filled with excellent gifts for friends and family and a great collection of woodwork, handmade items, and so much more. Find them on Facebook or stop by the Copper Mug in Marathon. And Truthers goes down to second. Ball gets thrown around the infield, handed to Tyler, and leading off for Brady Heiser, the first baseman. Brady flew out to the shortstop in shallow left field. Pops up. Hits it on the ground. Tyler with the grab in time.
Batting next for Rib Lake, number 15, Seth Borkart.
Tyler likes at bats like that, or any pitcher does. It keeps your pitch count low. 1 pitch, 1 out. Keeps you in the game longer. Now batting, Seth Borkart, the right fielder. Ground out to Cale Quaintance at second. In the second inning.
No balls and 1 strike. Pitch misses away, evens it up at 1-1.
Ones.
Again, Marathon challenging themselves big time coming down the stretch in the non-conference to get ready for what is going to be an incredibly competitive regional bracket. As I said, 4 of the top 10 teams in division.
A little low, bounces away. Hey, if you're at it, go to Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food, treats, to toys, and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. And here comes Tyler. Popped up, that could fall. Shallow left, here comes Cody. And he makes a nice, he had it in his glove and he rolled and it came out of his glove. That was a tough play by Cody. That was tough. He's got the speed to get it, but he extended and he had it in his glove, but as soon as he rolled, it popped out. Nice job by base hit. Only the second one for Rib Lake.
Now batting for Rib Lake, number 17, Tyler Matika.
Tyler Matika grounded out to Cale. First time up, 0 for 1.
Scheidauer had a single to lead off the game, and then Blomberg had a single again as well in the first. So 3 base knocks now for Rib Lake. Swing and a miss. Tyler Matika for strike 1. He is 0 for 1. He grounded to the second baseman to lead off the 3rd inning. 5-1 Marathon. Top of the 5th inning. Tyler Underwood to the plate. Swing.
Chased one out of the zone.
Again on that cut was the right-handed hitting Tyler Matika, and the count goes to 0-2. Raiders come in 17-2 on the
Make sure we can see that white plate.
Enters at 13-5.
0-2. Underwood jumps out in front.
Both teams at the top of their respective conferences in a joint top. Rib Lake along with Abbey Colby in the north, Marathon along with Stratford in the south of the Maryland. There's a foul ball pulled third base side. Do it again.
Still 0-2.
In the Marywood North, Rib Lake 9-1 in the conference.
Again, always thank your sponsors. Brickner Motors of Little Chicago, A&H Machine, Three Amigos, Mexican Restaurant, Marathon City Sports Center, Marathon Flooring, Marathon Cheese, the Copper Mug, Access Insurance, and Underwood Construction. Without sponsors, we can't do this. Oh, he went after a ball, but Tyler will take it because that goes down as a strikeout. 6-1 for Tyler. Now Donovan Sutherland, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning.
6 Ks in the game for the Marathon senior. Donovan Sutherland, number 9 hitting left fielder, now steps in. Pitch it on the outside corner.
There's the strike.
Merriwood Conference South, Marathon
Not too worried about the runner at first. Not a lot of speed
Auburndale 4-4.
with Borkart.
2-6. Assumption.
Goes and checks him once in a while.
Nothing in one. Pitch is low and outside. Dug out by True Thirst, and Tony is up at 1-1. It's been a really impressive spring for this team for Marathon. The consistency that's been there the entire way. 1-1. Misses away. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Thing about it is, all these weeks, all these games.
It's important to stay sharp. That's why you see Coach Warren continually scheduling these games if you can pick one up. You don't want a week off where you don't have a game with tournaments coming up.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Another
Chase the ball.
Sutherland late on the swing, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Marathon with all these wins.
Tyler's going after the bottom of the order,
Putting them in a position.
just like he should.
I see them.
Nothing good to hit, but going right after him.
Later, you have to face some of those top teams in the playoffs. Doesn't take long, but still. Pitch misses away.
Goes full.
Especially as they get into the second round. Instead of going on the road, perhaps you have a home game. Again, every game counts when you get set for that seeding meeting coming up next week. Or I should say perhaps even later this week. Full count. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
There we go. And he gets him looking. Sutherland goes down for the second time this game for the third out. Tyler's 7th strikeout of the game. And after 4.5 innings, it stays Marathon 5 and Rib Lake Redmond 1. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees.
They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity to
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
We're back here in Marathon where the Merriwood Conference North and Merriwood Conference South champions are taking on each other in a non-conference games. Marathon has jumped out to a 5-1 lead and come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see if Cody Ratke can start it. Cody Ratke grounded out to the shortstop and flew out to the left fielder, his previous at-bats. To the third base side, and it gets through. Cody gets the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th with a single. 5th hit of the game for Marathon. That brings up Derek Vesley. Derek Vesley rounded out to the third baseman and hit a line drive smash to the third baseman in the 3rd. So the leadoff runner is on. A lot of speed at first for Cody.
For the Raiders, unofficially the 6th base hit of the game.
There's a pop bunt. Wanted a sacrifice, goes down as a strike.
Marathon's going to stay busy for the next couple of weeks before the playoffs. Again, Steve Warren keeping this team very sharp. Again, good opponents as well. Teams like Abbotsford.
There he goes. There's no one covering. He gets in time. Cody with a stolen base. The throw was nice, but Cody got a huge jump, and there was no one covering. Blomberg had to come over and kind of save the throw from going into center field. 0-2 on Vesley. I think Rib Lake is kind of feeling the pressure. Marathon being very aggressive tonight. They're not used to having runners on base, putting pressure on them. Especially coming from the Merriwood North. Not a lot of quality teams in the Merriwood North. Once you get past Colby, Abbey, and Rib Lake, the talent level drops way off in the Merriwood North. Vesley Grounds foul.
We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes.
Versus the Merriwood South, always tougher than the Merriwood North. You got 4 teams, Auburndale, Adger, Stratford, and Marathon leading the charge. We also have Assumption. Newman did not field the baseball team this year.
Runner short lead at second.
Not holding him on. Bounces it.
In there. That one bounced a good 18 inches in front of home.
Yeah, Cody doesn't have anything to worry. They're not sending anyone. The second baseman or the shortstop doesn't bother covering. Cody can get about as big as the lead as he wants, at least to the
Taking the bat, hands up high. Here's the pitch. Low and
secondary lead. Whoa.
another good play behind the dish by Ethan Cook. Able to backhand.
Cody gets a nice, and he's allowed to get that secondary lead nice because they're not even bothering holding him on. Count goes full.
Runs full, 3 and 2.
Cody gets a good secondary lead.
Shine out. Fires.
And there's ball for Vesley. Draws a walk.
The Raiders have something going in the
First and second. 6th walk given up by Shy Tower.
Marathon, number 14.
6th walk. 3 errors.
Underwood walked and scored in the first. Single in the
And
second,
5 hits.
and
A lot of base runners
in the fourth.
on the base path for Marathon.
Runners off first and second. Here's the pitch.
Popped up. Underwood.
And a fly ball.
Center fielder. Quidno coming in. Makes the play. There's a first. Tyler Underwood is retired
Number 7, Cooper
to the center fielder. First out. Tyler, base on balls, a single, and that was his first time he was taken out by Rib Lake. Now Cooper comes up at a single, fielder's choice, and a fly ball to the left fielder.
1 for 3.
Cody gets a lead at second. They're not holding him on. Cooper dribbles it down. In the hole! Blomberg makes a nice stop. Cooper with a base hit. Blomberg does a nice job. That gets to the outfield with Cody's speed. He probably scores, so Blomberg does prevent a run scoring. And that moves everyone up. One more base. It's now bases loaded for True Thurs. True a single, flew out, and on base to an error. 1 for 3 officially. Driven down the first base line, hooking, foul.
And it'll be a foul ball. Pulled down the right field side. Nothing in 1. Chance here for the Red Raiders to blow this one open. Up already 5-1. Bottom of the 5th inning. Sophomore left-handed hitter. Take the practice cut. Now steps back in. Talon Scheidauer has gone the distance.
Timeout called by Thurs.
Not been an
Speaking of
easy one for the Rib Lake right-hander. He has had some control issues.
Shy Tower struggling on the mound.
A lot of grit and bulldog in this right-hander. 0-1 pitch.
Fouled off.
Tip at the plate and it's nothing in 2.
You would like to thank Brickner Motors of Little Chicago. Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep. When you need a new vehicle, let their family take care of yours on Little Chicago's northeast side.
Made some pretty good pitches when he's had. Been in a lot of jams.
Shy Tower, his pitch count has got to be up there.
With runners in scoring position.
When you've given up 6 walks, that means you're throwing at least 7 pitches per batter.
There's a ground ball.
Ground ball to second, gloved, out at second, in time.
Holding onto it is Blomberg smartly. That will be a fielder's choice and an RBI.
True hits in the fielder's choice, but he brings home Ratke for a run. Vesley moves up to third.
Now batting for Marathon, number 2.
Cooper is removed.
There's no chance. The speed too good for thirds coming
Picks
from the left.
4 for the second out of the inning. Cale Quaintance now.
6 foot out. 2 outs.
Vesley on third. And Thurs on first.
Ball 1.
Cale lined out to the third baseman, a base on ball.
Right-handed batter, hands up high near the right ear hole. Pitch is going in the dirt, goes to the backstop.
Runner goes down to second. Thurs.
You have to get such a good
Yeah,
break.
Vesley got anticipated, but Vesley doesn't have the speed to probably score in that one. Made a wise decision to stay.
Behind home plate. So a wild pitch with the runner on third. So very difficult to be able to get the runner in. The run at
Courtesy
the runner
running
at
for the
first
Red
is-
Raiders, number 8, Eon Shuda.
You know, Shuda again will be the courtesy runner for True Thirds. Now runners on second and third. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
With 2 outs.
In the hole. Here comes Vesey scoring. Round third stopping. Here comes Schuler being held up. Kale with a base hit. Single. 7th one of the game. And he brings home Vesley for another run.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, number 10, Grant Warren.
Goes to third. First and third. 2 outs for your Marathon Red Raiders. Now a 7-1 lead with 2 more runs here in the 5th. Grant Warren now at bat. Rip, and that's going to be foul. Grant way ahead of that one. Grant with a walk, intentional walk, a walk, and he flew out in the hole to the shortstop. 0 for 1 officially. Shytower still pitching. Throwing a lot of them. I'm sure Coach Iverson is just going to let him go until he hits 100 pitches. There goes the runner. Quayle going down. And they got him. Nice throw. They did get Kale in time.
For Marathon in the bottom half of inning number 5, 2 runs on, 3 hits, no
Kales
errors,
gets third out.
1 left on the score after 5 complete.
So Grant to lead off, and we'll come back after this announcement on Zaleski Sports.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Back here in Marathon for tonight's baseball game between the Marywood North and South co-champions visiting Rib Lake and the home field, hometown of Marathon. New pitcher for Marathon will be Blake Underwood. Moves from the shortstop to the pitcher, and his cousin, Tyler Underwood, goes from pitcher to the shortstop. Hey, we'd also like to thank Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Find breakfast, lunch, and dinner all under one roof at Marathon's favorite Mexican spot. The Three Amigos. And you just say Friday fish fry? Later in the week, maybe. That's Three Amigos on Maritech Avenue in Marathon. And the throw goes down from thirds, and leading off for Rib Lake will be Talon Shytower. Shytower single and scored the only run for Rib Lake in the first. Flew out to the center fielder. And third at bat officially. And you know they're going to see a regular diet of breaking balls. Curveball, off speed, curveball. True throws again, getting signals from Coach Schilling. Looks at his wristband, whatever number's called, that's what he relays to Underwood. 2-1. It's just nice to be out here at the baseball game tonight. Wearing shorts, nice and warm. There's the strike. The haze from the wildfires out west kind of keeps it a little bit cool. Count goes 2-2. Grounder to shortstop. Oh, that ate him up. Does he have time? Got him. So right there, that's really a nice job by Tyler Underwood. He kept his body in front of the ball. It took a bad bounce on him, but he was able to recover, keep it in front of him, and with a strong arm and a 6'10" arm reach at first, allows him to retire Shy Tower. So Shy Tower goes down 6-3 for the first out. Andrew Woody, 2 strikeout victims, 1 in the first and 1 in the fourth. 0 for 2. A little high. If you get a chance, visit Marshfield Dairy Fest, May 31st to June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun weekend and to support the local farmers. Bounced off the plate. Could be a tough one to Brew with the charge. Save. That was a tough play. That was a really tough play. The Brew made a nice job. He charged it, gloved it, just didn't quite have the time. Base hit for Woody. Only the 4th base hit for Rib Lake.
Courtesy running for the Redmen, number 6.
A lot of times you have a courtesy runner for the pitcher and the catcher, primarily the catcher, just so they can get their gear on, save their legs.
Now batting for Rib Lake,
1 out,
12, Jackson
top of 6th.
Blumberg.
Jackson Blomberg, the shortstop. Having a rough night in the field. I mean, he did save a run, but he had 3 errors in an inning, and that allowed Marathon to kind of take over the game.
Only the 4th base hit of the game for Rib Lake. They had 2 hits in the first 3 batters, and then just 1 hit allowed after that by Tyler Underwood. Tyler Underwood goes 5 innings, 1 run on 3 base hits, struck out 7 and walked just 1. So now Blomberg getting set to step in. Right-handed batter.
Only 1 out.
Setting at the chest. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that was a nice curve. Wow. Goes out in front, 0-1.
Calm down nicely. Boy, what a beautiful afternoon. Great to be out bringing you high school baseball with the Marathon Red Raiders today on Bull Falls Radio. Here's the 0-1.
Nice block by True Thurs.
Gets away slightly to the right.
Keeps his body in front of it, glove down, body in front of it, gets rid of the helmet. One of the better catches around.
Raiders looking for an 18th win on the season. Get that win percentage up to 90% after 20 games. 1-1.
Popped up. Going back is Kale. Keep going back. Oh, the outfielder's got to make that call, and they'll get a force out it. Oh,
Then the throw gets away from second base.
that's got to be the outfielder's call. He's got to call off a little bit sooner than that. Kale's going out.
Triangle in short right
That
center.
is usually classified as error, but since it didn't hit anybody's glove, we got to give him a hit.
The catcher, number 18, Ethan Cook.
So for a second, a little bit of lack of communication there costs the Raiders an out.
I had a chance to grab it, throw it to Tyler Underwood, but threw it in the dirt, and it got away. So now runners on first and second with 1 out.
As a base runner, that's tough too. You're taught to go halfway. And lucky thing that there was no one really covering. Good throw, he would have had him.
The stretch, Blake Underwood, here's the pitch. Fastball.
Blake answers with a strike.
I'm guessing that's going to have to go down to the fielder's choice in an air on the center fielder because if he makes a good throw, this runner is out at second. So fielder's choice, error on the Raiders. No balls and 1 strike.
Nice curve. Jumps out 0-2. Good response by Blake Underwood. Little goofy play, handed in. The ball fell in the Bermuda Triangle where no one could get it. Popped up. Grant Warren going back. Makes over-the-shoulder catch. Oh, he dropped it. Hits it back in. Well, we got to give a... That was a tough play. We'll give him base hit. That's what they call hit him where they ain't. Grant did a nice job. He's the only one who had a chance to catch it. He tried to over-the-shoulder catch. Just went off the heel of his glove. Nice try by Grant Warren, but it loads the bases for the Redmen from Rib Lake. Only the 5th hit for Rib Lake. 2 of them have been this inning.
2. He struck out in the second and then flew out to right field in the fourth. But a chance here for Rib Lake to try to work their way back into this game, trailing 7-1.
Nowhere to put him. Blake goes right after him.
Big cut came up empty,
Only one out.
and it's 0-1.
Nothing the pitcher can do when the ball is kind of finding green grass.
No balls and 1 strike. Blake Underwood kicks, fires, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Baseball's that funny game. You can hit the ball as hard as you can, and it can be an out, and you can barely hit it,
Blake Underwood does a nice job
and it can fall in for a base hit.
Second straight, it's 0-2. Lefty batter, right-handed thrower. Runners off third, second, and first, and the pitch.
Whoa. Tough one to take.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Still ahead in the count, 1-2.
Stepping out for a moment, and now back in is Dominic Quidno. Center fielder, number 5.
Quinton making some nice plays in center field. Left-hander.
Working in his first inning after playing shortstop the first 5. Pitch misses up
Bit
and
outside.
away. Ball 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2. Let's see what pitch Coach Schilling is calling for here. Nowhere to put him. Defense not holding anyone on.
Kicks, fires.
Popped up.
Fly ball.
Deep to right field. Vesey going back.
He'll make the call.
Makes the grab. Runner advances from second and third. Scores. So Woody comes in to score. Quidno drives in a run.
Sacrifice fly for Quidno. An RBI makes it 7-2. But the Raiders at this point will trade the out for the run.
Runner stays at first.
Runners on
And
the court.
Blomberg
Courtesy running for the Redmen, number 16. Eden
advances to
Stapleton.
third. 2 outs. The top of
For the
6th.
Redmen, first baseman number 3, Brady Heiser.
Brady Heiser, the first baseman. 0 for 2 officially. Popped up to the shortstop and grounded back to the pitcher in the 5th. Rib Lake has pushed a run across here in the top of 6th. 2 down.
Steps in. Blake Underwood sets at the shoulders, fires. Catches again the outer portion of the plate. Swept
Blake does a nice job getting in front of the hitters. 0-1.
Hunter run. Hunter runs, however, finishes up. Here's the pitch. Misses low and outside.
Tried to get him to chase.
Now evens up at 1-1.
Ones.
Should Heiser reach base at Borkhart, he waits in the on-deck circle, hoping to hit here in the top of the 6th. 1-1. Fastball up and out of the strike zone, and the count goes to 2-1. No hard hit balls in this inning, but a run pushed across for Rib Lake. 7-2.
Blomberg gets a lead at third.
Marathon with the edge. 2-1.
Little high, drives to 3-1.
And the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Does he have the green light to swing away, or is Coach Iverson giving him the red light? You know he's got to come with a strike. He doesn't want to walk him.
Potential tying run in the on-deck circle for Rib Lake.
And he walked him.
Ball 4, so now the bases are loaded.
Heiser walks. Cook goes to second. Only second walk of the game given up by Marathon pitchers. Coach Schilling calls a timeout, and let's kind of get things going here. Blake's a little frustrated on the mound. What am I supposed to do? Well, Coach Schilling calms him down. That's what we got here. Hey, and we'd also like to thank Marathon Cheese. Marathon Cheese is made up of a family of employees founded in the heart of Wisconsin, local Dairyland. It's the people who work at Marathon Cheese who bring such passion and commitment to make Marathon Cheese so special. For your next career move, consider joining the Marathon Cheese family and apply at mcheese.com. So, here we go. And bases loaded again for Rib Lake. They got a rally going here in the top of the 6th. They've already pushed one across. They have bases loaded again.
A gapper right here.
Now I bet Seth Borkhart, the bottom of the order, number 7 hitter.
Will step in. He is 1 for 2. He is
You got to go after these guys, the bottom of the order.
wide open stance. Hands up high
Left-hander.
Kicks and fires.
Inside.
Inside, almost hit him, but ball one.
Still 7-2.
Right
Top
hander
of 6.
takes a deep breath, toes the rubber, looks into third for the sign and the target. Runners off third, second, and first. And the pitch. In there.
There we go. Evens it up at 1.
All the portion on the plate for strike one call.
Evan DeBrew in on the grass at third. Knock down anything that gets there. Keep a run from scoring. Grant deep at first. Everyone else normal death.
1-1 pitch.
Popped up.
Foul ball, third
Out of
base
play.
side, out of play.
Third base side.
Count goes to 1-2. 1 run for Rib Lake in the first, 1 run for Rib Lake in the sixth. Between those runs, 2 for Marathon in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. 7-2, Red Raiders with the lead. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Seth Borkert. Blake Underwood kicks.
The
fires.
throw.
There's a
Grounder to
ball
first.
inside.
Oh, and it gets past Grant. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run coming in. 2 runs are in. Rib Lake pushes across 2 runs. Borkert. That would have been a tough play for Grant to make. It went off his glove as he goes deep in the hole towards second. Knocked it off kilter a little bit. Kale couldn't get it.
For Rib Lake, number 17,
And
Tyler Matika.
runners on first and second now
Second, 2 out for Tyler Matika.
for
It was again
Tyler
a
Matika.
ball, but it was in the right spot.
Now we got to give Rib Lake a hit on that one.
Right was Warren.
I don't think Grant would have had anywhere to go if he would have had it.
All the way into the mid, went off the edge.
Popped up
Pop up again.
to Grant in foul territory. And there's your third out. Popped out to third base. There's your third out. But Rib Lake mounts a little 3-run rally here in the top of the 6th to cut into the Marathon lead. It is now 7-4 in favor of Marathon. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Bring the whole family out to Three Amigos Mexican Restaurant tonight and enjoy a menu filled with freshly made authentic Mexican options. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a great selection to keep you coming back again and again. Dine in for a fun Mexican restaurant experience or order for takeout or even delivery. There's Taco Tuesday, Friday Fish Fry, and a great lineup of cold drink options and so much more. It's all under one roof at Marathon's favorite Mexican restaurant, Three Amigos on Maratec Avenue.
Chuck Oval back here in Marathon where Rib Lake has cut into the lead. They were down 7-1 entering the 6th inning. They pushed 3 runs across to cut into the lead 7-4. So coming to bat is Grant Warren, the first baseman. Grant Warren was at bat in the 5th when Cale Quainson's got caught stealing. So Grant Warren, see if we can start off the bottom of the 6th inning here for Marathon. Grant officially 2 walks and a fly out, 0 for 1. And we have a new pitcher for Rib Lake. Andrew Woody moves in on the mound after Shy Tower threw probably 100 pitches. Grant drills on the right back up the middle. Grant timed that one just right. Single up the middle. The 8th hit for Marathon right now. Grant goes to first base. Blake Underwood now comes up to see if he can move him around. Blake on the afternoon / early evening. A base on balls, a fly out, and on base to an error. 0 for 2 officially. Bottom of 6th here. Holding a 3-run lead. Right back up the middle goes Blake. Grant advancing to second. A duplicate hit there. Grant goes to second. The 9th hit of the night for Marathon. Evan DeBrew now come to bat. Evan, kind of a broken record, hit by pitch, and flew out. 0 for 1 officially. You know, if it's inside, Evan isn't going to move very much. No outs, first and second. Squares the bunt, foul.
See if the bunt stays on now for the Red Raiders.
0-1.
Going the rubber again is Andrew Woody. Off the second base, Grant Warren. Leading off first, Blake Underwood.
First baseman comes in expecting a bunt. Thrown behind, no. They try to catch the runner at first sleeping. The first baseman charges on the bunt, and the second baseman comes over and tries to sneak behind the runner. Blake wasn't having it. Stayed at home.
Ball and a strike. Andrew Woody sets at the shoulders. 2 looks back and out fires. Just off the outside.
There we go.
And the count goes to 2-1. Woody, a little kick in the dirt there now. A little manicure.
Woody's kind of seeing the frustration some of the earlier pitchers had with a strike zone.
Balls and 1 strike. The right-hander takes 3.
No one holding Grant on. Popped up. Right fielder underneath it. Makes the play. Grant bluffs. Coming in. Evan DeBrew flies out to the right fielder for the first out. Runners stay where they are.
Now batting for Marathon, number 11.
Drew Wolfel now batting for Cody Ratke.
First at bat for Drew Wolfel.
First and second, 1 out.
As Drew Wolfel settles in. No favoritism in the booth over there.
Absolutely no favoritism in the booth whatsoever.
Marathon looking for a little bit of insurance here with a 3-run lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Home plate umpire changed
1 out.
his lineup card with the pinch hitter, and now Wolfel will step in.
Batting for Ratke. First at bat of the game.
Again off second and first. Andrew
See if he squares.
Couple looks back and fires.
Outside.
Side for ball 1.
On deck, Vesley. Marathon with 9 hits. Rib Blake with 6.
Woody kicks, deals. Misses
Inside.
And now a good hitter's count for Drew Wolfel. 2 balls and no strikes. Number 11 on the back of the jersey for Drew. Ethan Cook putting down the fingers and setting the target for Rib Lake. Again, Warren off a second.
Outside. 3-0. Sure, Drew's got the don't swing sign. He's having trouble. Make him throw a strike.
3 balls and no strikes. See whether or not the red light is on.
And he walks him on 4 straight.
Throw is low and outside, and that's ball 4.
That is the 7th walk given up by Rib Blake. Bases are now loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Derek Vesley coming to bat. Had a walk, a line to the third baseman, and a ground out to the third baseman. 0 for 2 officially.
Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike.
Nice thing about Marathon, they gave up a few runs last inning. They're putting pressure right back on Rib Blake in their turn at bat here in the bottom of the 6th. The infield in, first base, everyone on the grass. Cut down a run at home if they can. Nope, no one going in front of them. Good job by the catcher to keep the ball in front of you. The chance of them scoring on that are pretty slim because everyone knows where the ball is. Again, they want to cut down that run at the plate. You'll see all the whole infield on the grass. Also, Vesley, a sharp hit ball is going to find a gap a lot easier.
pitch and a foul ball.
behind the first base dugout.
Columbus Catholic on Thursday. So 5 games remaining on the regular season schedule. In all 5 of those games,
1 and 2
game sheet that I have.
for Woody. Had an account on Vesley, the right fielder.
Ball and 2 strikes on Derek Vesley. Corner infielders, all infielders pinched in.
A little high.
Up and out of the zone. All 4 of the infielders
Twos.
at the edge of the grass for Red Lake. They want to cut down this run down by 3. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're Andrew
Desi
Woody,
can get a Vesley can get an RBI here.
nowhere to put the hitter. 2-2.
Outside.
But he has run the
Kept
count
it in front of him.
2.
Woody really struggling this inning. Gave up 2 base hits, a walk.
Andrew Woody making his 7th
Count goes full to Vesley.
all in relief. 8 innings pitched in those 6 games. .88 earned run average. 3-2.
Popped up.
On the infield. Coming over is the pitcher Andrew Woody near the third base foul line, making the grab for out number 2.
Vesley pops up to the pitcher.
Out for Rib Lake.
Now batting for Marathon, number 14.
Second
Tyler
out.
Underwood.
Tyler Underwood, the number 1 hitter in the lineup. A base on balls, a single, and a flyout. 2 for 3 officially. Coach Iverson calling timeout. Gets a discussion here. And as Marathon builds their lead, let's talk about builders, Underwood Construction. For a custom built home, you want to work with the best, and Underwood Construction right here in Marathon is a perfect place to turn. For your next home building experience, look to Underwood Construction here in Marathon. And Coach Iverson been around for a long time up there in Rib Lake. Has coached up there and taught up there for many years. Now retired.
2 for 3 unofficially, so that
Living the easy life from the spring to the summer, and rest of the year you wonder what you're going to do. If you're into coaching, you miss it. So Access Insurance, hey, let's look to them for all your personal business, auto, and life insurance needs. There's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. You have a friend in your corner to customize the coverage you need. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency, their business revolves around you. Speaking of insurance runs, let's get a few more. Still 7-4. Had bases loaded here with 1 out. Vesley popped up. Or nothing. Goes 1-1.
And the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Red Raiders up 7-4.
Rib Lake does not want to give up another run. We'd like to get some insurance runs if you're Marathon. Tyler popped it up, out of play, behind the first base dugout. The kids are on their wild scram after the ball. I know in the good old days when I was young, every fall ball you brought back, you got like a freeze pop or Mr. Freeze. Maybe they reward kids nowadays. Those balls are expensive. Chokes up on the bat. Drills it right back up the middle, but unfortunately for Marathon, his Quidno was right there waiting for it. So Tyler flies out to Quidno again for the 3rd out of the inning. Marathon had bases loaded but couldn't muster another run, so we go to the top of the 7th. Marathon still ahead 7-4, and we'll be back after more announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors in Little Chicago, we'll help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it and the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles and competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Chuck Wiffle back here in Marathon with Ray at the controls, and we're bringing in another pitcher for Marathon. Cody Ratke goes from left field onto the mound. Cale Quaintance moves from second to left field. Blake Underwood moves to second base. So, Marathon had a rally, tried to get a rally going there with one out. They had base loaded, couldn't punch a run across. Rib Lake gets out of it. It's a 7-4 lead still for Marathon. And we'll lead in with Marathon City Sports Center. Marathon City Sports Center, you always find great food, cold drinks, bowling leagues, and a great place for your next party or get-together. For the best in Marathon Diner or get-together, come to Marathon Sports Center, south of 107 in Marathon on the Hill. So top of 7 now. Every win you get in the win column really helps you at any seating meeting that you're in. Big seating meetings coming up May 12th through the 15th. The bottom of the order for Rib Lake, Donovan Sutherland leads off the 7th. Donovan Sutherland, a 2 strikeout victim, one in the 3rd and another one in the 5th, 0 for 2. Cody Ratke is now the pitcher. And Aiden Stapleton is now batting for Donovan Sutherland. Thank you, Ray, for being on the ball. Young Eyes versus Old Eyes. 1-1.
7 at-bats so far this season with 2 base hits, so hitting .286.
Cody Ratke, another breaking ball pitcher.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Got him swinging.
That pitch from Cody Ratke. Stapleton down at the count, 1-2. That's one of the things about the non-conference games. Try to give as many of your players opportunities. Get those at-bats. You never know when you may need them coming down the stretch.
Popped up. Right side. Looks like it's out of play, and it is. Cody gets ahead in the count. 1-2. No outs here in the top of 7.
1-2. Radke kicks and deals.
Ooh, hit him. Take one for the team. Wear it, as the kids would say. So Aiden Stapleton, hit by pitch, but it gives him a base runner.
Leadoff man on for Rib Lake. And now top of the order for Rib Lake.
So we have Shy Tower coming to bat. Shy Tower 1 for 3 officially.
Potential tying run to the dish for Rib Lake.
A single. Flew out to center field and grounded out to the shortstop.
Now we're singled and scored back in the 1st. Flew out to the center field in the 3rd.
Shy Tower started out as a pitcher. Had some control problems. Walked 5.
Leg is almost limp, deep right center field. Sun is still shining here in Marathon. Radke kicks and deals.
Falls off the fence.
Strike 1. Rib Lake scored 1 in the 1st. Marathon 2 in the bottom. So 2-1 lead. Marathon scored a run in the 3rd to make it 3-1. 2 in the 4th to make it 5-1.
Again, Marathon over to take on the Spencer Rockets tomorrow afternoon. Breaking ball outside. Coach Warren giving a lot of pitchers a good workout tonight.
Cody Radke comes to the plate. Misses outside on a fastball, and the count goes to 2-1. Tomorrow, high school softball. Newman hosting Phillips. 4:35.
2-1.
Right here on Bull Falls Radio.
Not a threat to steal at first.
West hosting Merrill. 2-1.
Nice. When Cody's on that breaking ball, he aims it at the pitcher. Sorry, he aims it at the batter. By the time it hits the batter, it's on the outside corner. Nice pitch. Nothing. Keeping him honest. 2-2 the count. No outs. Count goes full. Sometimes it's not this bad to see pitchers struggle. You can see their mental makeup, how they battle their way through it.
Sets up the payoff pitch.
Ground out to the, oh, takes a bad hop on Evan DeBrew. He was right there in front of it, but just as it hit the lip of the grass, it takes a high bounce and goes right over his left shoulder. That was a tough bounce. Hit for Rib Lake. 7th hit of the night. They got runners on first and second. A little rally going. And that leadoff hitter gets on. It changes the whole complex of the inning. Andrew Woody, a single and 2 strikeouts, 1 for 3.
Where he beat it out, he had struck out the previous 2 times. Cody Radke sets. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Backhanded by True Thirds. Ball
Cody struggling a little bit to find the strike zone.
7-4. Marathon with the lead.
When you're that breaking ball pitcher, you got to find the groove. You got to find the rhythm. Cody's struggling a little bit now.
Target is set by Thirds.
Pickoff move. Oh, they had him too. That was a nice play. Cody turned.
Nowhere is the runner.
Almost had him. Nice play.
Came back out to a run after he was pinch hit for by Aiden Stapleton.
Should have got second base guy going, oh, man. Thank God I made it.
1 ball and no strikes on Andrew Woody. Here's the pitch.
Froze him. Nice.
True Thirds in there for strike 1 call.
Count goes ones.
Jackson Blomberg waits on deck for Rib Lake. And the runners take their leads. Cody Radke's ready. Takes a second look back at the runner at second. Now fires. Pitch is
Nice job by True Thirds.
nice stop made by True Thirds. But the count
You got to be an athlete to be a catcher. Got to be able to move. Your knees got to be good. You're bending. You're getting dirt in your face. You're catching foul tips.
make it too interesting for Marathon. 2-1. Chopper
Off the plate. Going foul. Count goes 2.
2-2. Hitting the goal thought it's going to be easy.
Time to clean off the plate.
Slow roller for a single. A little pop that dropped between 3 players.
Still no outs.
Led to an error.
Rib Lake got another threat going. First and second.
Field, and all of a sudden they pushed a run across and then added a 2-run single that was not a well-hit ball either. And all of a sudden it's 7-4. But they all look the same in the scorebook when those runs come across. 2-2.
Nice pitch by Cody.
Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He's thinking, oh, no. How was that not a strike?
Full count here on Andrew Wood.
Unfortunately, got to go with what Blue calls.
Cody Radke's ready. Here's the payoff pitch.
Right back up the middle. Here comes 1 run in. Guy running second. They got him at second. Ooh. They had him. The run comes in to score. Woody gets a single.
Batting for Rib Lake, number 12, Jackson Blumberg.
They had Shy Tower at second base, but they didn't hit the cutoff, and we didn't have a chance to get him. So they scratch a run across to make it 7-5. First and second, nobody out, with Blomberg the shortstop. Now at bat, single, a flyout, and another single. 2 for 3 officially.
1-0 on Blomberg. Runners off second and first. Open stance for the right-handed box. Cody Radke peeks at the runner at second. Takes a second look. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch by Cody. Evens it up at 1.
Jackson Blomberg.
No wind.
Spine on that one, and the count evens up at 1-1.
A couple of flags are very still. One is blown a little bit. No wind.
Big situation right now. Dangerous hitter. And the pitch. Swing.
Nice pitch by Cody. Got him chasing.
The count goes to 1-2.
First and second.
Couple of good pitches back to back from Cody Radke. But needs a third. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Blomberg. Scheidauer off second. Woody off first. Here's the kick and the pitch. Check.
Tried to get him a chase with that same pitch. He held back. Twos.
Swinging breaking ball that started on the outer half and then went outside. And holding up his Blomberg, and the count goes to 2-2.
Still nobody out.
Ready to go is Radke. Has the target. And the pitch. Here's
Popped up in the gap. That could fall. Cooper's not going to get it. One run is coming in. Cut off to Grant. And they push across another one. Blomberg bloops one in there. In the gap, little indecision out there. Who's going to get that one? Looks like Kale kind of slowed up. Cooper kind of slowed up. It falls down for a double.
third. The potential lead run at second. And cleanup hitter Ethan Cook coming to the plate. For Rib Lake.
Runners now at second and third.
Meeting on the mound as going out is 2/3. Also coming in is Blake Underwood. And
Ethan Cook now at bat. Ethan Cook, a base on balls, a strikeout, and a single.
In the sixth, 2 more here in the seventh. Has given Rib Lake an opportunity. Ethan Cook struck out in the first, walked in the fourth, single, scored a run in the sixth.
Runners on second and third. Let's see if Cody can get through out of this one. Still nobody out. Runners on second and third.
Out of the stretch, Cody Radke. Here's the pitch. In
There we go. That's got to give Cody some confidence.
Nothing in one.
Rib Blake has pushed 2 across this inning, 3 across last inning to cut into the lead. Was 7-1 at one point, then 7-2, and pretty soon now 7-6.
0-1 from Radke.
Popped it up, out of play.
Out of play to the right-hand side.
Jumps ahead 0-2.
No, nothing in 2. Well, if you are Cody Radke and the Red Raiders, strikeout would be...
Infield drawn in a little bit. Grant on the grass at first. Evan and Brew in a little bit from his usual position.
Hands up, high wings. Radke kicks and fires.
Popped him up.
Going back is Blake Underwood. Short center.
Is there going to be a tag? There's a tag. No tag. All right. Ethan Cook flies out to Underwood. It just wasn't deep enough for Woody to score. Dominic Quidnow, the center fielder, a strikeout victim and 2 flyouts to right field. 1 out. Still second and third. What a game. Blake battling back.
Left-handed batter will step in. On the edge of the grass are the corner infielders. Third baseman DeBrew, first baseman Warren.
Infield in on the corners.
Here's the pitch. Line drive.
Fair ball. Down the first base line over Grant's head. 1 run is in. And he's being held at third. And he got a run down. They're going to let him at first. Big hit by Dominic Quidnow. Brings home 1 run. Coach Iverson holds Blomberg at third.
Good throw. He would have been out. But it's an RBI single for
Quidnow
Number 3, Brady Heiser.
now ties the game. 7-7 in the 7th.
Brady Heiser, the number 6 hitter and first baseman.
First baseman Brady Heiser now at bat.
Heiser walked his last time up. He is 0 for 2. Popped up to short in the second, grounded to the pitcher in the fifth. Right-handed batter.
The double play is in order now with a runner on first.
At the bat. Kicks, fires.
And their first strike.
Part of the plate, the strike 1 call.
They're not hitting the ball hard, but they're just hitting it in the right place.
Across the board. 7 for the guest, 7 inning, 7 for the home. 7-7 game. Lucky 7's out there. 7-7-7. More lucky for Rib Lake than Marathon at this point. Pitch is going out.
Nice job.
Nice job. Backhanded, 1 hopper.
Job by True.
True thirds. Saved a wild pitch and kept this game tied.
With the short backstop here at Marathon, you really got to know where the ball's going in order to score on a pass ball or a wild pitch.
1-1.
Same time the ball comes off the backstop so hard, the catcher just turns around and it's right there at home plate for him.
Potential for a double play. Pick off
Like
and a little
almost had him.
hesitation at first by Quidnow. of the wheels.
Good job by Cody. Good job by Grant. Quinno gets back in time, though. 1-1.
He will look in, get the sign of the target for true third. Long look in by the right-hander.
Back again.
Move, and again, crawling his way back to the bag was Quinno. Grant Ward actually
Lively rib leg dugout.
keeps the runner tight. There's a ground ball towards short. Could be two. Flip. Oh, not even.
Didn't have time. He was off on the hit. And Rib Lake takes the lead, 8-7. They battled back. Quinno was off on the hit, got to second base easily. Tyler Underwood, the only play he had was at first for the second out. Coach Schilling out to the mound. Talked to Cody, grabbed the ball. Cody's a little dejected there.
Runner on second with 2 outs. And Seth Borkart due up next.
That's where Marathon Flooring bring it home to the next level with a new floor carpet or upgrade from Marathon Flooring. Marathon Flooring, transforming your home from the ground up. Coach Schilling, are they changing pitchers here?
Also thanks to Brickner's of Little Chicago. They've been there since the beginning.
Cale Quaintance coming to the mound.
People State Bank and Four Seasons Screen Pictures, all terrific supporters of our broadcast of
So Cale will leave left field. Cody will go back to left field.
For Marathon, number 2, Cale Quaintance.
Cale Quintus will come in.
They didn't hit Cody hard last inning, just hit him where he wasn't. Loopers over the first baseman. Misjudge outfield. So Marathon falls behind 8-7. They were at one point ahead 7-1. Rib Blake pushes 3 across in the 6th, 4 across in the 7th to take the lead on Marathon. Or he could be at the Copper Mug, Marathon's favorite place for holiday, festive, and local home decor is the Copper Mug. This is a local gem is filled with excellent gifts for friends, family, and a great selection of woodwork, handmade items, and so much more. Find them on Facebook or stop by the Copper Mug in Marathon. Again, thanks to local sponsors. So this is also big for seeding. If Rib Lake can say they can beat Marathon twice a year, that really helps their seed. And then you have someone like Stratford saying, hey, you lost to them twice and we beat them once. And that gives Stratford a little edge, but Marathon could come back and say, well, we split with you. So it'll be kind of interesting how that argument or discussion goes at the seating meetings next week. So Cale Quaintance gets you a allotted amount of pitches to get warm, and now he's going to face Seth Borkart, the right fielder.
Batting for Rib Lake, number 15, Seth Borkart.
Seth with a ground out
Chad Holmes back again
and
here
a
from
single.
Marathon. As Rib Lake is rallied late with 7-1 Raiders heading to the top of the
2 outs
8-7 Rib Lake. Runner on second.
for Marathon.
Cale Quintus, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. So Seth Borkart
It's got to be hard for someone like Cale to come in now. Basically haven't pitched all year. Come in with the game on the line, see what you got. We'll see the mental makeup.
pose the rubber, looks in for the sign and the target. Wide open stance from Borkart from the left-handed box. Here's the 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner.
Evens it up.
Things up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
The game was really clipping along the first 3-4 innings. Then I think we all jinxed it and said this is a great game, fast pace, no errors, no nothing, and it all went haywire. Haywire if you're Marathon. If you're Rib Lake, you enjoyed it.
Another steering by the right. Has the sign, has the target. Runner off second. Kick, pitch. Misses away.
2-2 on Cale.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You do have first base open.
Runner on second base. Quintus takes a peek at the runner at second. Takes a second look. Takes a third look. And now fires.
Inside. Ooh! Ooh! Whoa. Well, we'll take that one if you're a Marathon fan. Cale strikes out. Borghardt for the third out to end the rally, but Rib Lake pushes across 4 runs to take an 8-7 lead in the top of the 7th. Coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th to either tie it or get the win is Marathon. So we'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees.
They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity.
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
All right, thank you, Ray. Chuck Wiffle back here. Marathon, where Rib Lake has come from a 7-1 deficit to take the 8-7 lead, entering the bottom of the 7th. We do look like we have a new pitcher, or is that the same one? I didn't see his number.
New pitcher for Rib Lake as we start off the bottom of the
For
7th.
Rib Lake. Jackson Blomberg started off at the shortstop, now coming in to pitch. Facing the number 2 batter in the order for Marathon, Cooper Hooksma. And he starts him on a strike. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Marathon scheduled to bat this inning in the bottom of 7th, down by 1.
Inside, take it for a ball.
Just a bit inside.
Cooper Huxama has a pair of base hits. Singled in the first, singled in the 5th. He is 2 for 4.
Ball back.
Screen, and it's 1 and 2. Jackson Blomberg on the season. No record.
Cooper
He is 6-0.
singled in the first, flew out in the 4th,
With an ERA of
and
0.77.
another single
He is
in the
the
5th.
number 1 guy for Rib Lake, and he's going to try and close it out.
Held back.
Goes to the backstop.
Third strike goes to the backstop.
Up by the catcher, throw to first, and
They got him. Dropped third strike. Yep, if he would have went right away, I don't think he knew where the ball went. He didn't know where the ball went, and then he found it, and then it gave him that half a step too late to leave, and Cook gunned him down at first.
just barely get Huxama for the first.
Let's see if True Thurs can get a one-out rally going here. True a single, a flyout, an error, and a fielder's choice.
Fastball just misses for ball 1.
Guaranteed Rib Lake will make some waves in the playoffs.
Working out of the
They have a rather weak sectional. The only really good team, timeout, in their sectional is Edgar.
was 2/3, so time is called. Here's the pitch. Up and in.
Bit high.
2 balls and no strikes. Gale Quinton's on deck, and then of course Grant Warren in the hole. So some dangerous hitters coming here for the Raiders.
Drilled on third, first base line. Foul ball. Wow, that was close.
A little bit in front of it was 2/3, and
Just
it's a 2-1.
fouled by a bit. If that would have been another foot to the left, that would have been a double for True. But it's a long strike. 2-1.
One swing of the bat. Blomberg, 45 2/3 innings, 48 strikeouts, 19 walks. Pitches.
Ooh.
Just a little bit.
Ooh.
But that's ball 3. He's allowed
That was close.
41 hits in 45
3-1.
2/3 innings coming into this inning, now 46. And again,
And our timeout.
that windup a little quickly is Blomberg again. Just
That's a good way to do it. A little cat and mouse game here. You want to get ready. I'm going to call a timeout to slow you down.
here comes the 3-1 pitch.
That's going to drop in there for a single. Good job by True Thurs. Nice job by True. Little cat and mouse game. If you want to work quick on me, I'm going to slow you down a little bit. Break you out of your rhythm. Smart at bat by True Thurs. Cale Quains came in to record the last out last inning to end the rally that gave Rib Lake the lead.
He has walked, he has lined out and reached on an error. 1 for 3 officially.
True thirds with a lead off at first. He does have speed to steal it.
Held there by Heiser. Fastball.
Making him work.
Ball 1.
He will walk people.
8-7 Rib Lake. Bottom of the 7th inning. Out of the stretch. Blomberg's pitch.
Low, good block by Cook. Nice. 2-0.
Ward on deck for Marathon.
Let's make him work.
Good hitters count now for Cale Quintons. 2 balls and no strikes.
Little high, 3-0 is the count. Try to overthrow, usually high. Kale 3-0. Make him throw a strike. And he walks him on 4 pitches. There we go. So the Marathon rally's going here. Kale, first and second. Big Grant Warren coming to plate here. 1 out. Grant 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Sorry, 1 for 2 with 2 walks, a single, and a fly out to short. That was a tough one for Grant to hit. That came inside with those long arms. There's no way he could have got that one.
Runners off second and first. Lomberg looks in for the sign. Now
Steps off. They're not holding the runner on at second.
Big comeback from Rib Lake in the top of this inning. Now the Raiders.
Drew can get a lead about as far as the shortstop.
Nothing in 1.
Down the third base line.
He's going to stay fair. Go right to the base.
He bobbled it. He bobbled it. Wow. Whew. That was a gift. That was going right down to the third base, and that was for sure the second out. Woody bobbled it a little bit. Thurs hustling on the play. He bobbled it once, couldn't pick it up in time. Thurs goes into third. Kale to second. Grant Warren goes to first. It was close. It was close. No instant replay to look at. No New York to phone. Going out to the base ump. What'd you see? If you didn't see it, he's not going to overrule it. That is the first. That is the home plate call. Yep. Unless he missed something, a lot of times that base ump won't overrule the home plate.
Chance for Blake Underwood to be the hero for Marathon. Underwood singled his last time up.
And I like what the umpire home plate is doing. He's going to Coach Iverson. Coach Iverson may not agree with him, but he's going over there and explaining to him what he can see. And that's all you can ask. Here's what I saw. All he asked for is an explanation. So, bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Blake Underwood, 8-7. Let's see what Blake can do. Good speed on the base paths. Inside. He's overthrown. Everything's high. The infield coming in. On the grass. Cut down and run it home. Popped up. That could drop behind second base. Nope. Right fielder. Nope. For a second there, the second baseman was way in. He wasn't going to get that, but it held up just long enough for the right fielder to get it for the second out. So, Evan DeBrew up to keep the rally going, keep the batting order, hand it off to the next guy. 2 out. Bottom of 7, Rib Blake grabbed the lead, 8-7. Nope, he's not going anywhere. See, that's what I talked about earlier. That ball came so fast off that backstop, all the catcher had to do was turn around and is right back at home plate. The disadvantage of a short backstop. There, see a little cat and mouse game. You work fast, I'll call a timeout.
Hit by a pitch in the third, flew out to center in the fourth, and flew out to right in the sixth. 1-0. Fastball outside corner for strike 1.
1-1. Blomberg, I like the way he pitches. As soon as he gets the ball back, he's ready to go. It keeps the batters off balance. Falls back. There we go. If Rib Lake can hold his lead, they've swept the season series against Marathon 2-0. Won the first game of the year against them. Fouled off again. Staying alive, Ev. Runners are going on contact. If Evan can get a signal. If Evan can get a single, 2 runs are going to score. They're off on the pitch. On the swing, I should say. Ooh, and they got him looking. Got Evan looking for the 3rd out. So, Rib Lake mounts a comeback down 7-1 to take an 8-7 lead and defeat the Marathon Red Raiders 8-7. We'll be back after this announcement on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Chuck Wiffle back here in Marathon, where Marathon jumped out to a 7-1 lead against the visiting Rib Lake Redmond, but the Rib Lake Redmond didn't have any quit in them tonight. They started inching their way back in the game, 1 run at a time. After the first inning, Rib Lake took a 1-0 lead. Marathon battled back with 2 runs in the bottom of the first to take a 2-1 lead. Marathon then was scoreless in the second, added another run in the third to make it 3-1. In the meantime, Rib Lake was scoreless in the second, scoreless in the third, scoreless in the fourth, scoreless in the fifth. In the meantime, Marathon kept adding their lead. In the third, they added their third run. In the fourth, they added 1 run, another 2 runs to increase the lead to 5-1. In the 5th inning, they added 2 more runs to make it 7-1 lead, which kind of looked like the lights are out for the Rib Lake Redmen. Marathon did not score in the 6th or 7th. In the meantime, Rib Lake said enough's enough, and we're going to try to rally back. So in the top of the 6th, Rib Lake scratches in 3 more runs to give them a fighting chance. So with the 3 runs, it now made it 7-4. And Rib Lake kept battling. And the bottom of the 6th, top of the 6th came up, and Rib Lake added 4 more runs to take an 8-7 lead over Marathon. So with an 8-7 lead, a comeback, which you don't see against Marathon. It was a great game, went fast the first couple innings. Didn't look like Rib Lake had a chance, but they didn't quit. A young ball club, a lot of competitors, a lot of good talent. Meantime, Rib Lake took that lead. Marathon went kind of dead at the plate. In the bottom of the 6th, they had bases loaded with 1 out. They couldn't get a run in, and that was huge as far as them advancing the lead. Then in the bottom of the 7th, down by 1, had a strikeout against Cooper the first out of the inning. Then they were able to load the bases, 2 thirds, Cale Quaintz and Grant Warren. So we had runners. Marathon had a bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and Rib Lake rose to the occasion. They were able to get Blake Underwood to fly out for the 2nd out, and Evan DeBrew went down battling for the 2nd out. So Rib Lake takes, representing the Marywood North, takes 2 games from the Marywood South Conference Championship Marathon and improves their overall record. Marathon now falls to 17-3 on the season, and Rib Lake advances to 14-5. Again, these are just huge, huge games, because with seeding coming up, especially in Marathon's region, you have teams with, right now, Bonduel 15-3, Coleman 14-4, Marathon 17-3, Stratford 14-3, Wittenberg Bernardine 15-3. There's going to be some discussion come to that seeding meeting coming up next week for Division 4. Division 4 should be Rib Lake and Edgar battling for a 1 seed there. So what we decided here with Rib Lake coming back to win, we had to invite a Rib Lake gentleman up here to be player of the game. And the player of the game that we've decided on when he comes up here is Jackson Blomberg, waiting for his appearance. Blomberg started out as a shortstop. He had a single his first at bat, flew out in the 4th, had a single in the 6th, and a double in the 7th. So he finished 3 for 4, and I give the kid a lot of credit. He had an inning where he had 3 errors. He had 3 errors in 1 inning, and that allowed Marathon to really jump out in front of him. And he was able to get his composure and stay composed. So let's get, and let me see here. Jackson, grab a seat here, bud. So this is, we'll get you all stationed right here, and we bring up your head coach, Coach Iverson. Congratulations on a good comeback. Okay. So, Jackson, if I got all my stats right and everything like that, you started out the game with a single and you got caught off. And then you flew out in the 4th, but then you had a single and a double in the 6th and 7th. What impressed me most is you had that one really bad inning. Unofficially, we had you for 3 errors in 1 inning, and I think you'll probably admit I like to kind of be kind, and I'm going to say you probably agree you probably should have had all 3 of them. They just kind of look like a lack of concentration. And I always like to see how kids battle back from adversity. Once you had those 3 errors, what went through your mind to keep you focused and, still keep things lively?
Trusting that baseball is always going to be up and down, and you never know what's going to happen. So next pitch every single time.
Yeah, and then that seems like Coach Warren always kind of teaches the same mantra: the next pitch, the next pitch, the next pitch. And with you coming up there too, is like, what was your approach at the plate the last 2 innings?
Do damage.
Do damage.
He made me look silly on the pitch before, so I just got to reset and move on to the next pitch.
Okay. How's your season been going forward? On the mound too. You came in at the mound there as the game went on. From the mound, it looked like you liked to pitch quick. And it seemed like there was a cat and mouse going, like, everyone plays it. You want to pitch quick? I'm going to call a timeout. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game to see who can draw each other one out. Is that kind of your thing? Pitch quick? I'm sure the defense likes it too.
Yeah, mentally it helps me a lot, just keeping good pace. And it just helps me with, moving on to the next pitch.
And I suppose it kind of keeps the batter off balance a little bit too. It's kind of like, wow, he's getting ready and I'm not ready. It kind of Little mind games, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that, but just want to stay confident and trust my pitches.
Yeah, okay. So, almost blew my ears off there. Coach Iverson, what'd you tell your team? You're down 7-1 to keep them focused, to keep fighting and fighting and fighting.
We always say the same thing. We just say, do what we do. Don't change anything, do what you do. Don't think about it, do what we do. If we have, like Jackson has, or we like to say, flush it down and move on, it's done. Can't worry about it.
Not too high, not too low.
And as far as pitching, I tell my pitchers, we like to work fast because I've played infield. Start to lose focus. Let's get it. Let's go. Teams try to throw us off with it, as, slow us down. But
yeah,
that's fine. But we just want to get the ball. We want to go. Let's not overthink it. Get the signal. Pitch. Move on.
And I would think you brought up a great point there. As a playing the field, you hate the pitcher that walks halfway to the plate, grabs the ball, walks halfway back. It's kind of like, especially in the winter when it's cold like this, and we finally get a nice day, you want to keep going like this. This has really got to help. I see your seating meetings coming up next week, and this has really got to help come when your discussions in the seating meeting. I would say Edgar's got a good chance of being up there. How do you see your seating meeting going?
I think we 1 or 2. I mean, we're 14-4. Our losses have been to Abbotsford. We split with Abbotsford, and they're D2. We lost to Stratford, and they're tied in the Merriwood South. We lost to them. We lost to Northland Pines, with their number 1 going up there. And I forgot the other one we lost to. Can't even tell you who we lost to. Well, that's 4. That's 4.
Auburn, okay.
Auburn. See, we just move on. It's just like, but I think, we should have a pretty decent seeding. I mean, we've played well.
Yeah, it should be a number 1 seed in your section, at least a number 2.
Yeah, I would think so.
That helps a lot.
I don't know what the other teams. I haven't even been really following too.
Just worrying about yourself. Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's what we say. We do what we do. We don't. Wherever we go, whoever we play, it doesn't matter. Just do what you do. Don't worry about what other teams are doing. So.
Well, congratulations on a good comeback. And what do they say? We got to tell them what they say on Zaleski. What do you got to say for us?
I'm Jackson Blomberg, and I'm in the house.
All right. Coach, you're in the house too?
Oh, I'm in the house.
All right, there we go. So, all right, thanks, guys, for that. And, again, if you're a Rib Lake fan, you love the way the game turned out. If you were a Marathon fan, you're a little disappointed. So, with that in mind, I'd like to thank Ray, the ever confident and reliable Ray, for what she does on the control board. And thanks again. And we'll keep you updated what possible games are coming up as far as what might be on Zaleski Sports when we find out some of the tournament. So, thanks again, and everyone have a great weekend. Thanks for watching Zaleski Sports.